Welcome back to Tech Garage, presented by RockAuto.com. Well, Brian, it's one of our favorite segments, The Real Deal. Video question of the week, roll it.
Hey guys, check this out. I was told that could either be my tensioner or my belt. What do you think, Brian?
Sam, good question. Now, I didn't hear the voice of that squeal for very long, but there are definitely some basic things you need to check.
Yeah, what am I, chopped liver, Sam? I mean, I was worried about the extended crank. I mean, fuel pump return, but he's definitely talking about that belt squeal.
Yeah, there's some basic maintenance, I think, in his future. Now, one of the best, easiest checks you can do is a really fancy tool called a water bottle. This is straight water, no soap, no other mixture in it. With the vehicle running and the belt circulating, go ahead and spray some water on the longest run of the belt that you can get. If the squeal increases, John.
Yeah, because the water acts as a lubricant, that's a tension issue. That means that you have a tensioner problem. You probably want to replace it and make sure it's okay. This one here, you can hear it. I mean, it's flopping around. You know, you can use a professional tension gauge like this right here. This actually goes on there and it tells you exactly where your belt's at, you know, but you definitely want to address the tension issue.
That's called deflection. Now, if you spray water on the longest run and the squeal decreases,
that's an alignment problem.
Sure is.
One of these pulleys can be out of alignment. You got the fix for that right there, too.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, Dayco makes a great little kit. If you're doing a belt project, it tells you it's a laser alignment tool. You shoot across, you make sure you're right on track, right on path. It's perfect. Makes it a lot easier to use. This project is intimidating for some people, but there are so many tools available now to make this easier for you. Get the right belt tensioner wrench. This one we got from RockAuto.com. Great investment because you're always going to have serpentine belts on today's vehicles.
Absolutely, and the serpentine belt technology has changed as well. I mean, the old school belts, you can see it right here.
Yep.
This used to be a neoprene belt. Now what this is, you just see these cracks right here, and when you see these cracks, you know that you had to replace the belt. I mean, this one's cracked, this one's shot. But that doesn't happen anymore, man. They're EPDM material, which means they wear like a tire. They start to go down in the grooves, and when they start to go down in the grooves, it's going to introduce heat. You got a new belt, an age belt, and a used belt.
Yep.
So go to the new one.
Our fancy gauge tool here.
I feel that protruding out, now that's sticking out a lot. That's because it's a new belt, that's good. Those grooves are not worn out
Not very
yet.
deep.
Right.
Yep. Come to the middle one, slightly
Come to
worn.
the middle one. It's starting to dive down in there a little bit, but it's still sticking out some.
Yep. And you go to the used belt.
Yep.
Oh boy.
Yeah, you see, I don't feel it at all. So what happened is it went deeper and deeper and deeper in those grooves, and when that happened, it starts introducing heat into the components.
That's a problem.
This belt's huge, man. We're talking about catastrophic failure here, Brian.
Yeah, lots of components can and will fail. Now, the decoupler pulleys nowadays on alternators, that's great technology, but you've got to be aware if that's what you have, that's going to change your service schedule here.
Yeah, and this is important because you'll have a cap on there and you have a pulley like this. If you have a system with a decoupler alternator, you have to replace it with a decoupler alternator. You cannot put a regular alternator on there.
Yep.
Now, if it comes without the decoupler pulley and you want to go ahead, you're going to also have to get a special tool set like this here. Tool set that goes down in there, and when the tool set goes down in there, there's different heads and splines on here that are going to go in there and allow you to go ahead and take this pulley off and replace it if it just needs replacing.
Yep.
But got a decoupler pulley, replace it with a decoupler pulley. If you don't have one, you can't use one.
Belts have a huge responsibility. We all know that. You think about the AC system we repaired today on your wife's Tahoe. That project went really well. The test drive, I think, went well. Were you getting feedback?
Oh, man, I tell you what, I got a phone call. It's great, man. She's happy. We've been married for 30 years. I bet you I got another 30 more in there.
Hey, we love your questions. Keep them coming. Come see us on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter every week.
Well, we're out of time, so it's time to say bye-bye. So from us here at Tech Garage, presented by RockAuto.com, bye-bye.